Handstand heel pulls. If you're a gymnastic skill seeker wanting to unlock the freestanding handstand, you'll want to train handstand heel pulls. The handstand heel pull strengthens the fingers and wrists so you can catch the overbalance in the handstand. Overbalance is when you fall forwards over the fingers and out of the handstand. There are 4 main progressions that I like to use in the handstand heel pull, but before I share them, let's talk about the setup. Start by placing your hands on the floor, roughly 1 hand length away from the wall. The hands are shoulder width apart, with the index fingers facing forward. From here, pick up the handstand with the feet together, knees locked, elbows locked, and the heels resting on the wall. Then, set a strong posterior pelvic tilt, PPT, by tucking your tailbone between your legs and contracting your glutes. You must also pull the bottom rib down towards the pelvis to minimize the back arching. There will always be some arching in your back as your feet are behind the base of support, your hands. As you perform the heel pull and the feet move off the wall, your goal is to find a straight line. It can take some time and practice to master the straight line, so don't stress about a little arching too much. Both the PPT and the ribcage down cue help to create tension in the body so that we can use the wrists and fingers to pull the heels off the wall. If you fail to create whole body tension, the force produced by the wrist and fingers pushing into the floor won't travel through the body and pull the heels away from the wall. You'll be leaking energy and failing to feel the connection. Next, elevate the shoulders by actively pushing down into the floor. You must maintain shoulder elevation for the entire set. Finally, look down at the floor. Imagine there is a line on the floor connecting the palms of each hand. You must stack your eyes vertically above the imaginary line and find a focal point to look at. This is the setup we use for all 4 progressions of the handstand heel pull. The first progression is to pull your heels off the wall and allow yourself to fall off the wall. We use this progression to build strength in the fingers and hands without the need to find balance or return to the wall. It teaches us how to press into the floor with the hands and fingers while maintaining tension in the whole body. Do not push off the wall with the heels. You must use your fingers and wrists to pull the heels off the wall. Performing sets of 3 to 5 reps is a good start. The second progression is to perform repetitions of the heel pull, where you pull the heels off the wall and then return them to the wall. The goal is not to fall off the wall. Again, do not push off the wall with the heels. You must use the fingers and wrists to pull the heels off the wall. You must feel the weight under your hands and pay close attention to how the weight moves. When the heels are on the wall, the weight will be more towards the fingers. As you press into the floor with the fingers and wrists, the heels will float off the wall and the weight will move towards the middle of the hands. You must learn to apply enough force to pull the heels off the wall and move the weight to the middle of the hands. If the weight transfers to the palm of the hands, chances are you'll fall off the wall. Once you get the weight to the middle of the hands, relax the fingers and wrists and allow the heels to return to the wall. At the same time, you must maintain tension in the whole body. Heel pull repetitions teaches us how to save the overbalance in a freestanding handstand and move the weight from the fingers to the middle of the hands. Performing sets of 8 to 10 repetitions is an excellent target to aim for. Progression number 3 is repetitions with a small freestanding hold. Just like the repetitions, do not push off the wall with the heels. You must use the fingers and wrists to pull the heels off the wall. You must feel the weight under your hands and pay close attention to how the weight moves. When the heels are on the wall, the weight will be more towards the fingers. As you press into the floor with the fingers and wrists, the heels will float off the wall and the weight will move towards the middle of the hands. Aim to stack the wrists, elbows, shoulders, hips, knees, and ankles in a vertical alignment as you hold the freestanding handstand for 3 to 10 seconds. Then allow the heels to return to the wall before starting the next rep. The repetitions with small holds teaches us how to hold the freestanding handstand without overbalancing. Small corrections with the wrist and fingers is key. If you apply too much force, you will fall off the wall. And if you don't apply enough force, the heels will return to the wall. You must maintain whole body tension and keep the shoulders elevated as you perform 3 to 5 reps of small freestanding holds. The fourth and final progression is using a heel pull to move into a longer handstand hold. You perform 1 heel pull to push into a straight handstand with the wrists, elbows, shoulders, hips, knees and ankles stacked in a nice vertical alignment. The goal is to hold the handstand for 15 to 60 seconds. This allows us to build strength endurance, balance and confidence in the freestanding handstand. Small corrections with the wrists and fingers is the key. If you apply too much force, you will fall off the wall, and if you don't apply enough force, the heels will return to the wall. I recommend working through the progressions slowly to build wrist and finger strength, understand whole body tension, find balance, and build confidence in the freestanding handstand. Take your time with these progressions, as each has its own value. Give it a try and see how you go. If you've got questions, please leave them in the comments. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.